Good day, viewers. I'm JEDIDAH MOSES-ADEWALE, and today I'll just be talking about general advice on child nutrition. As we all understand that the nutrition of a child, especially from age 0 to 3 years, is very important, and the way a parent or a caregiver takes into cognizance their nutrition would have an impact on their life later on. So today I'll just be talking about general advice for parents and caregivers as it relates to child nutrition. So I understand that we have a lot of children who are picky eaters from a very young age. To handle such children, we should offer variety of items to them, variety of fruits, vegetables, and foods, so as to ensure that they get to pick whatever. They may have to play with it, they might not even eat it, but when you offer variety to them, they would understand that, oh, this is something I can eat, and with time they get to eat them. And it's also important to understand that for picky eaters, it's not just for picky eaters, you also have that for normal eaters. And so the essence of offering varieties to them is to ensure that they don't base their eatings on unhealthy foods like snacks, and I'm going to come to that. I know so many parents and caregivers are, they don't have time to cook or don't have time to put into consideration their child's nutrition. It's important to, as much as possible, reduce the intake of the giving of snacks or commercial food snacks and sugar sweetened beverages like your fruit juice, your processed fruit juice, and whatsoever to the children. And the essence of this is this: according to the World Health Organization, it's advised to totally or minimally give children between the age of 6 months and 3 years no commercial food snacks. And the reason being that when you offer these children sugar sweetened beverages and your commercial food snacks, you are trying to, at that point, you are having an impact on their taste preferences. We all know that excess of sugars have been related to obesity in children, cardiovascular diseases in adults, and this can transcend from childhood to adulthood. So it's important to, as much as possible, limit commercial food snacks as well as sugar sweetened beverages for children. Now, thirdly, we're in the 21st century, and we have children are exposed to TVs, computers, games, and the rest. It's important to, especially for children below 3 years, it's important to limit their screen time. And the essence of this is that there are several research that have shown that excess screen time for children can impact their attention. So screen time during eating can affect their feeding because they begin to snack a lot during screen time. Oh, they're looking at the TV, they're eating, they're not mindful of what they're eating. So as much as possible, parents should try to limit screen time, TV times with children, and this will help them to prevent mindless snacking as well as help them with their attention. Fourthly, it's important, maybe your child does something, or you want your child to do something, you tell your child, oh, if you do this, I'm going to give you food. No. As much as possible, food should not be used as rewards. You can praise them for what, and when I mean praise them, I'm not saying, oh, you're a good boy, so what happens when they don't do something good? Are they going to be bad boys? No. You praise them for the actions. Oh, you did this. Oh, that is wonderful. But using food as rewards can affect them emotionally. So when they feel like, oh, I've done something, they begin to use food as rewards. I know it's important to understand that children learn from what you show them. So try as much as possible not to use foods as rewards. And so next we're going to talk about sweets. I see a lot of children being given sweets every time. Oh, he's crying, take sweets. Oh, she doesn't want to do this, take sweets. It's important to, as much as possible, limit the intake of sweets because of the amount of sugars both artificial sweeteners and also normal sugars, that's your sucrose, in this sweet. This can affect the children. Studies, if you look at the American society, there have been increase in childhood obesity, and this has also transcended to adulthood. So as much as possible, it might not be easy to outrightly stop sweet, especially for children that you started it with. So you give your child, for instance, snacks every day, sweets every day, and now you hear this and oh, I want to change. No, you don't just remove it at once. So today you can decide, oh, I'm not giving you sweets, and with time you start withdrawing it from them. They begin to realize, and when you withdraw this, you make sure you add healthy options to them, and that's where I'll come about the fruits and the vegetables. Offer them apples, offer them vegetables like carrots, offer them whatsoever so that they can eat. So you are removing sweets from them, then you should offer them natural sweets too, so that it doesn't affect them or make them feel like, oh, okay, I'm being denied of this. And when they feel denied of this, when they go out, they tend to want those things and maybe take them behind you without you knowing. So as much as possible, you can just limit sweets to special occasions or special treats. It's their birthdays, you offer sweets. It's their friends' birthdays, you offer sweet, but just once in a while, not every day. And this will help the child to grow healthy and live a healthy life. So as I've said before, you also increase vegetables and your vegetables and your fruit for children. It is healthy for them. It contains natural fiber. It will help them with their bowel movement. It will help them to grow healthy. It will help them not to, have excess weight gain and the likes. And that is why it's important, like I've said earlier, to explore with different varieties of healthy foods, of healthy fruits, of healthy vegetables. And like I said before, you might have children that might not just want to be interested in it. Just keep introducing it to them. Let them see it on your family table. Let them see mommy eat it. Let them see daddy eat it. Let them just offer it to them. And with time, they begin to realize that, oh, if mommy can eat it, I can also eat it. Kids watch what we do. Children, they watch us, whatever we do. So you tell them, don't eat this, but you are eating it right in their presence. Like there's a quote by someone I really can't remember now. He said, children, they are really not good listeners, but they are good imitators. So you can tell a child, don't do this, don't do that. They might not listen to you, but once they see you do it, they imitate you. So as parents and as caregivers, we should, as much as possible, try to ensure we live out what we want our children to imitate. I would like to talk about sleep. I was talking to somebody recently and she said, oh, my child sleeps quite late. And I'm like, oh, that can impact your child's health. As much as possible, parents should explore routines for their children. So you can decide, oh, once it's 8 p.m., everybody go to sleep. I know children at a very young age, they need to sleep because it will help them with brain development and help them with, keeping attention. So as much as possible, and even about an hour to sleep, ensure that you exclude screens, your TVs, your phones from children because of the lights coming out from the screens that can affect their sleep. Finally, it might be hard to get children involved in your cooking activities or in your healthy activities. To make children, one thing about children is that they are very curious. They want to touch, they want to do things. So you're trying to prepare a salad for your child. Maybe you could just have them hold the carrots and play with it, or just try, maybe get a plastic grater to grate with it. They feel like, oh, I'm part of this, so I want to eat this. So get your children involved in whatever you're doing, and so that it can help them to also, be attracted to whatever they are eating and help them with healthy eating as well as healthy living. So I hope with these few advices, we can work towards helping our children develop healthy eating habits as well as healthy living for a better life in the future. Thank you.